Hey everybody, this is Mike with the One Stop Co-op Shop, and I'm excited to play this one. This is Valor Villainy, Lludwik's Labyrinth, one of my favorite crowdfunding games recently, and finally the actual copy is here. And no disclaimer for this one, I bought this myself. And I wasn't sure what playthrough to do for this one because we've already done plays on the main channel and on the streaming channel, and I think Steve and Kim are going to do a whole campaign playthrough as well. So I thought I'd show something very different, which is one of the one-off side quests you can do. So this one is sort of separate from the main storyline. I'm not going to unlock anything major or show off any major spoiler elements. And if you like the content on the One Stop Co-op Shop, consider supporting us through Patreon. You get early access to our videos and exclusive videos every month you can't see anywhere else. You can also watch our separate streaming channel for even more content, listen to our weekly podcast, which, very cool, was a runner-up for the Golden Geeks this year, or join the conversation on our Discord. So if you haven't seen our previous Valor and Villainy coverage, this is a cooperative, dungeon crawly, campaign-based game, but it's fairly light in mechanics, pretty straightforward to play. Basically, each player has a character. I'm playing true solo this time, by the way, because I've shown mostly multiplayer games in the past. And you'll have a number of actions each turn, which let you move around the tiles, attack with your different traits, melee, ranged, and magic, each with their own dice, so it's a dice-based system. You also can get loot and items. You can level up by defeating monsters and finding money around the labyrinth. And speaking of the labyrinth, here's a bit of it. Now, usually in this game, you are exploring as you go, but in the side quest scenario that I'll show you the campaign intro for in a second, everything is already set out, and instead you'll be rotating the locations to be able to get around, because right now there's a lot of tiles going into walls and stuff. Now, in the game, you're facing off against some kind of villain. In this scenario, it's the Dubious Imp, who's a pretty basic one. And in most scenarios, you scout for a while until you have enough events or have explored the dungeon enough to make the boss spawn, then you have to beat them to win. In this one, you just have to get to all the event cards, which are kind of pre-seeded on the board. And then you got to beat all of the strongest level of minions. There are 3 levels of them. So there won't be an actual boss fight at the end of this one. It's a little bit different. But yeah, the boss will roll his own dice to activate spells from his spell deck to spawn monsters. You have this little day tracker counting down that will make bad things happen. You'll also read little narrative sections from that. And those are kind of the basics. So let's get to the little narrative introduction. Skip that with the chapters if you don't want to hear me reading flavor text, and then we can play. Coach stared at the dead end in utter dismay.
Hey, Coach, give it a rest. No need to wear out your servos banging your head against a wall,
Thaddy croaked from atop his noble steed. Coach gritted her teeth and stared at the wall. Something was off. The walls fit together at odd angles, like the tunnels had been twisted and rearranged by gigantic hands. As the rest of the order grumbled and started to turn around, Coach spotted a stone sticking out at a strange angle. Reaching out of her suit, she gave the stone a gentle poke. Rumble, 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 crunch! The hallway spun 90 degrees, revealing an entirely new passageway, and while the stone seemed to defy the laws of physics, Coach's mech suit did not. A sickening screech of stone against mech halted the hallway's transformation and ground its motion to a standstill. As the order cheered for Coach's discovery, Coach felt a dismal unease in the pit of her stomach. The arm of her machine was sputtering and sparking, barely functional at all. Without her machine, what could she possibly bring to the group? Let's go, team, Rowan called, and be on the lookout for more of those hidden switches. Okay, this quest, Coach's suit must be rebuilt. Only Coach may loot the star tokens placed during setup, in order to gain a star for herself, only to spend instantly. Okay, so that'll level us up. And get to the objectives. We win if we've reached all 4 event cards. I'll show you how those work. And if there are no of the highest level boss minions on the map. We lose if the villain's health is at or above 75. It's going to go up 5 each time they kill me. So basically, if they kill me 3 times. And for a bonus reward, if I have 3 or more sun shards at the end of the game, I'll get something. So there's a bunch of little extra rules to go through real quickly. First of all, in this mission, because Coach's armor is broken, usually Coach has 3 melee and 3 ranged dice to start out, yellow. But I have to downgrade 3 of those to white. I like having ranged at first, for when I'm scouting and enemies pop up, so there we go. Coach also starts with some bonus +1 tokens for each of his starred tracks, which in this case is, again, melee and ranged. Since I'm playing true solo, I start with the item Bruno the Horse. It's going to give me +1 action. Usually you start with 2, but I'll have 3. I'm going to have the evade trait, which means I can move through and away from enemies. Normally you're trapped by enemies and they're trapped by you. And it doesn't actually take up one of my 3 slots because I've got another slot here. I can equip another item beneath this treasure. Coach also has his own little starting cards. You unlock this during the tutorial. Bouncing Bullets basically lets him, after he hurts one enemy, hurt another one that's within 1 space of that enemy. And one thing I like to use just to kind of explain, you've got your little leveling up max action tracker here. I like to use spare white die tokens to mark how many actions I've actually spent on a turn. I use them for a few other things because especially while recording, it's pretty easy to forget that stuff. And Coach has some abilities. He's got the Murder Machine. He can Power Surge, which basically means draw 2 cards from whichever decks he wants at the start of the game and during each level up stage, which is after the hero round is finished. And then Fuel for the Fire. Once during each of my turns, I can discard a spell or feat, just cards in my hand, to gain a +1 token on any row. Basically, how +1s work is you roll the indicated dice for any test or attack you're doing, and then you can spend +1s to add to your roll, as you might imagine. So Coach gets to draw 2 cards for his initial Power Surge. His bread and butter, unless I level up Magic, are going to be melee and range cards, so he'll just get 1 of each to go with his starting card. Oh, and both Loot focus, interestingly. Loot Drop, if I defeat anyone, I can put a treasure in their region. And Reforge, I can discard a treasure and then reveal 5 and get 1 of them. So those are both pretty great. Now, special rules for this scenario. First of all, it's like Coach's scenario. I think they have 1 side quest for each character, so he has to be in it. Normally, the edge spaces wrap around to the other side of the board, but they don't in this case, so I can only go up and right to start. And how I move around as a free action, even in the middle of a move action, because for 1 action, you can move up to 3 tiles. I can pick a tile that is nearby, which is my tile, or an adjacent tile that is connected to me, so not cut off by a wall like this one is. And I can rotate it and or flip the card, because flipping them tends to... Oh, not for this one, apparently. Okay, that's the starting tile. That's why. So that one won't change. But yeah, you can rotate or flip tiles. Although they always have to be in this horizontal configuration. So I couldn't go like that, for example. But I need to spend a +1 token or discard a card for that. And that'll let me get further into the dungeon. If I move on to these stars, as I said, I'll get a free level up immediately. If I get to these Sun Shard tokens, if I get at least 3 of them, that will give me some bonus at the end. If I get to these little coins, that'll also give me free level ups later. There's also some pre-seeded treasures to get, so lots of stuff to go for. But to actually win, I have to reveal all the events. And how it works is once you are nearby one of these events, which means you have a connection to it and you're adjacent to it. So if I, for example, if I went here and then did the rotation thing to have it now point down to this event card, then I would reveal it. These event cards are not from the main story decks. These are side things that are used for these side quests. So they're kind of more replayable, but you can still unlock and have fun adventures from them. They'll also generally spawn monsters. And again, to win, I have to get to every event, all 4 of them, reveal all of them, and then kill every level 3 monster that's left on the board. And the longer I take, the worse things are going to get. Okay, so I've got 3 actions. I've got this gnome pea shooter right in front of me. Let me show how enemies work. So when they activate, we'll see what all this stuff means. They have their own special abilities. This is their level. This is a chump minion, a level 1 minion, the weakest. How many actions they have, what type of attack they do, and how many dice they roll. Key thing right now, though, is they have 4 life to kill them outright, or 3 life to flip them, and then if you hit them again for their lower value, you can defeat them. So, you have kind of varying degrees of success there. So for my first action, I want to try to kill this guy. For melee, you have to be on the same tile as them. For range, you have to be adjacent with a path. You can't shoot in your own space. And there's one of my 3 actions, and you can only do each row once per turn. So what I do is, first of all, I track the actions by taking them off here, and I cover up the actions as I use them. That's sort of my mnemonic to help me remember what I've done. And I'm rolling 3 yellow dice. Yellow dice have 1 miss side, 1 2 side. All the rest are 1s. So I'm going to tend to do 3 damage to this guy and flip him, although I could spend my +1 to maybe kill him outright. We'll see how it goes. Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot that I'm not playing in campaign mode, so I do get to do a free power-up at the beginning of the scenario, and I get to spend 3 stars for free at the beginning of the scenario to kind of count as though I was in a campaign. So let's do... so 1 will get you a white die, or upgrade a white to a yellow, or upgrade a yellow to a red, which is the best. So I'll do 1, 2 of my stars to get my range attack to 4 yellow. And I'll spend my last star to get my melee to not be so terrible. And again, I get another power surge. You can have up to 6 cards at a time. So I'll get Golem's Throw. Some of them will cost tokens or cards to use. This, if you kill somebody in melee, you can throw them at somebody else, which is pretty awesome. Or Skedaddle. Play during anyone's turn. They gain +1 action. They can evade and they can loot things from a tile that is defended. Normally, you can't pick up treasures and coins and things from tiles with enemies on them. So those are all cool. But let's get back to our attack with 4 yellow dice for my first action. All right, here we go. Okay, so we got 3, which would be enough to flip him. But if we spend our +1 for range, then we will defeat him outright. And how do you get more +1? The main way is if you attack and can't kill somebody, or you overkill them. So let's say that he only had 1 life left and I hit him like that. You can spend 2 of your successes, 2 of your results to get a +1 on whichever action you're currently taking. All right, so he be dead, and he goes over to your little hero loot stash over here. It's going to track how much you level up this turn. Well, let's use some cards because I'm near my max already. Let's use Loot Drop. Costs nothing extra. As you defeat anyone, place a treasure in their region. There we go. Treasures start face down. When you move on to them, you can pick them up as a loot action, assuming there's no enemies there. They remain face down, though you don't get to actually do stuff with them until the level up phase, which happens after your actions are done. All right, now, we got a few options to get to these cards. I already said I could like go up here and then turn it and walk down that way. Another thing I could do, because I've got like a nice kind of chain of chambers here already, and then you can't see it all, but I've got a nice chain of chambers here for like both of these cards. I could come down here, rotate this so that it's kind of going in that configuration, move up here. Now, the negative of that is I would have to reveal 2 of these at once and probably get slammed by monsters. So I think that's probably not the way I want to go right off the bat. Instead, let's head north. There's a lot of stuff to power myself up with. So I'll spend my second action to do a move action, and when you move, you can move up to 3 spaces, or 3 tiles, like going through walls and such. Normally, you can't move out of enemy spaces, but since I've evaded from the horse, I could. And you can like stop to scout, although there is no scouting in this one, or in this case, stop to rotate rooms, and also stop to loot as you go. So that was one move. Another trick I like to do, because I sometimes forget as I'm like revealing tiles and stuff how many moves I've taken. I like to put where I started the move with a white token as well. Okay, so that was 1 move. 2, so I'll pick up this Sun Shard. Again, 3 of these is going to get me a bonus, and that's going to help me level up more. And then, I guess 3, I want to get that star and that treasure. And what I think might make the most sense is, once I'm on here, I can rotate this one to go that way, and then I can like start doing the first thing. All right, so I'll take 1 more action to move again. So I'll go 1, go up here and get the star and the treasure. And the star I could immediately level up with, but I'm not going to attack anymore this turn, so I'm not going to worry about it. That was 1 move, but I don't know. I could go into the Jailer's Dojo. That lets me level up my abilities, so I'll get like free +1s. But there's another one further down that has other stuff on it, so I don't think I'm going to worry about that. I'm just going to come back here for 2 and stop there. And generally speaking, I find it's smarter to reveal events at the start of your turn so that you can deal with them right away. So even though I could, as a free action, discard a card or spend a +1 token to flip this to the right and immediately see that and reveal it, I'm going to wait until I have all my actions back. So that's the end of the turn. Now we go into the hero level up steps. First, we resolve any events, but we haven't found any yet. Then we get to draw cards or do whatever our abilities say. So for Coach, remember, you get to do a power surge. So I'm just going to do the same thing and get another ranged bullseye for bonus damage and a melee, which can give somebody a shield, which will block damage. Those are both good. And then I would have to discard down to 6 cards, but I'm right to there, so I'm fine. And next, I get to look at my loot. Let's see what we got. Wand of Firebolt would give magic and ranged plus yellow die. It's good for range, not great for magic, because I'm probably not going to level that up. I can still just keep this for later, or I could put it in here to level up more. I might think about doing that. And then Death Gauntlets. Whenever a source calls for you to pay hearts, pay 1 less. There are some enemy attacks that make me pay hearts, but most of this one is great for wizards, so I'm probably not going to use that either. So how this works is each star, I got 1 from picking it up, lets you again level up your dice. 3 stars will let you level up your max actions. But then during the loot step, you get a certain number of stars based on how much you did. And this one is the 1-player one, which levels you up faster. So I defeated the gnome pea shooter. He's worth 1. I picked up a coin. That's 2. If I throw away items, then you also get the coins for them. So that's 3 or 4. 3 will get me 4 stars. 4 will get me 6 stars. That's a lot of stars. The only thing that makes me think maybe I should keep it is not because I really care about the Wand of Firebolt, but because to use the Reforge card I got and draw 5 cards, maybe get like the perfect weapon for me, I need to have some item to discard. And I don't know how many more items are coming in this game. So yeah, even though 6 stars is so nice, I'm going to keep the wand, which is at least marginally helpful right now. All these will get me to, again, 3 money, 4 stars, +1. So I get to spend 5 stars. And do I want to buff my attack? Like, do I want to spend 3 of the 5 to get up to 4 actions with my horse? Or do I want to like really boost my attacks to crazy levels? I'm about to do level 1 events. Those tend to spawn level 1 chump minions, which aren't that tough to kill. So like 4 yellow might be enough. A lot of actions, a lot of movement and stuff. Pretty darn good early on. Okay, so I'm going to spend 3 to get actions. And then 2 more to level up. I'm going to get my melee a little bit better and add a white die to my range attacks. And then I probably won't get actions anymore for quite a while. I'll just really focus on my attack power. All right, so that's the end of my action round. Now we go to the villain round. And normally there would be like more going on with them attacking once they spawn. But early on, what they do is they roll magic to cast spells from their deck. Then they roll their command, I think it is, flags to summon minions. And then the minions attack and move if there's any on the board. And then you advance the day and read something, bad stuff happens, you rinse and repeat. They also level up as they go, and they level up a lot more if they defeat you, which you don't want to let happen. So first let's do their magic roll. Red, yellow, white, although they've got a +1, so they're going to try to use that to cast more spells if they can. All right, so here we go. That was a bad roll. So again, they will spend their +1 to get up to 3. Although any successes they have left over when they start flipping spells, which we'll see in a second, they'll put back as +1 tokens. So yeah, speaking of, I'm going to take cards from their deck and I'm going to flip them, and each one's going to have a cost up here. And basically I flip cards until I've spent all the 3 they rolled with their +1 token, or until they get a card that's too expensive. So that's his, the Dubious Imp's like unique card that he always has on top of the deck. And then this one has a variable cost 2, 3, or 4. It can spend 3, which will take care of all of the numbers he rolled. So he's done. And his +1 is spent. The villains get to trade in a single success for +1. So they're just kind of like saving successes. Whereas again, for heroes, they got to spend 2 rolls, 2 successes to get a +1 token. And you deal out the cards from right to left, and then you resolve them from left to right. So the last card flipped is the first one resolved, which is Stifling Hunger. Find the region with the most heroes in it. Well, I think that's probably me. And each of them must choose to discard, what do you roll? So it is a variable result based on, it was 3. So 2 +1s, or I have to pay 3 hearts. And suddenly that card that stopped me from paying hearts seems better. I do not have 2 +1s to discard. Now I do have that Fuel for the Fire. Oh, during your own turns, you can discard a spell or feat to gain a +1 token. So too late. So I'm down to 11 life. Again, if I die, I don't die permanently, but it does bring the boss 1/3 of the way to winning. Okay, and then this is his... Oh man, this one sucks in solo, I just realized. Because look, I'm going to place a bomb on the most northern character. So that's enemy or ally. And then a rockfall, the most southern one. And then it goes back to the top of his deck to be the first card again next turn. So bombs get placed on the board, and then you roll a white die. If it rolls a 1, they explode. If it rolls a blank, they don't, which is a 50-50 chance. And every bomb that's been placed previously will also explode when one explodes. So that might do 2 damage to me. Would also hurt enemies if they were in the same space or nearby, because bombs kind of go out 1 space. Let's see. No explosion yet. That was nice. Then also get one of these rock falls. This deals 2 damage to you. And it doesn't really bother you if you're in its space. And in fact, you can discard a +1 melee token or any card to get rid of it. But it is annoying if you're moving through later, which for this mission I probably won't be, since it's kind of like keep going east and north. If you are moving, you have to stop when you move into a rockfall space. So like even though you would normally move 3 spaces, if I was here, I'd be 1. Whoops, rocks. But it does do 2 damage to me. In the end, that's probably going to be the sum total of that. Now, if you leave them on the board, it can be problematic, because once you run out, anytime you draw one, it does 2 damage to everywhere in the entire board. But that might not matter too much to me, because I'm only one guy, and 2 damage to everywhere on the board or 2 damage to my space is probably going to be about the same. Okay, then we have a minion. Oh, I didn't roll for minions yet. Let's roll for minions. I would love a terrible roll again. Oh, wow, it was. Okay, so that was 2, and there's a cost for each type of minion. A chump minion needs 3 successes. A champion, I think it's called, needs 5. A boss needs 8. They rolled 2, so they don't get anybody. But it does mean next turn they're going to have 2 more to add to whatever their roll is, which means that they're probably going to get a level 2, is what I'm thinking here. And then finally we have the level up step. So they see how many coins they got. They get 3 for killing you. So in this case they have 0, and they're going to gain 1 star. 1 star does nothing for them because they need pairs of stars, and 2 XP stars will let them level up. And how they level up is they just add a white die to everything. If everything's already filled, they change white to yellow. If everything's already yellow, they change yellow to red. And normally you'd be using all 4 rows, but he's never going to attack me because that doesn't happen in this scenario. So, sorry, I didn't explain what I'm doing. He didn't get 2 stars to level up, so why am I doing it? You move this down as the last thing, and day 1 says if no heroes have been defeated yet, they get 2 stars for free. So it sort of kind of balances things out if you die a lot. So they spend those 2 stars, they level up, they get 1 more white die next turn for their magic and their command. And then we got to read day 1. Here we go, day 1. The hiss of hydraulics and spatter of sparks were the only noise and light in the darkness here. Coach feared that the order had never been this lost before. And what would they do if her suit broke down? Okay, so if there's 4+ heroes, we'd spawn a chump. If 6+ elite also. For each minion who can't reach an enemy, because yeah, you can like lock them out by turning the dungeon away from them. Place in the nearest hero's tile and deal 2 damage. Okay, so that seems like it's an always-on effect. I don't want to like lock enemies away or they'll automatically catch up to me. Alrighty, so I've got 4 actions. But before I do anything, again, I think a Swan to Firebolt is kind of crud. So, well, actually, let's not do this yet. I was going to reforge it right away, but I think it makes more sense to reveal the event, probably kill whatever enemy pops up with my boosted archery. Then I can use the reforge. So I'm going to use the power for the first time. Let's see. I think Skedaddle, as great as an extra action can be, is the least useful because I already have a ton of actions. So I'm going to discard that to rotate the tile. Oh, crud. If I rotate the tile I'm on, I'm going to... No, okay. I was thinking I would see both things at once, which I don't want. But no, I can just flip it like that. And then suddenly I'll immediately be able to see this and resolve it. And yeah, there's a bomb here. There's rubble here. I'm not going to worry about either of those. Okay, so I immediately see this. I still haven't spent any of my 4 actions. Okay, tread lightly. So here's what's going to spawn there. I'm going to have a treasure and a chump guarding it. What if wow, a lot more people if it was 2 players. Okay, Spung. A pressure plate sinks underfoot, causing the wall beside you to explode as a ballista bolt rockets down the hall. Ooh, draw a line from the scouted region. Well, I guess I should put the people down first. We got a face down treasure. We got another gnome, a pistolier with 5 health this time. Okay, now let's see what happens. Draw a line from the scouted region toward the scatter until it strikes a wall. Any hero or sidekick in a region under the line must take 4 damage. Oh, if a hero is holding any range feats, they take none, and I definitely am. So that's great. And then a lot of events will be sometimes multiple cards or at least double-sided. This one is. So it says flip to the B side. So all the events are in these sleeves with their 1, 2, or 3 value because you're like flipping them. And return to the quest pool. Oh, that's right. Okay, this is kind of interesting here. I won't show the card too clearly. But the quest pool is like an ongoing thing. So I'll have a different version of this event if I draw this card. There's a whole bunch of random cards. Again, this is for like the sort of play as much as you want, replayable quests for these. Okay, so the ballista shot there. I didn't get hurt at all. There's a gnome in front of me, and I have 4 actions. So first action, let's try to shoot the gnome, which will be my 1 range attack for the turn. So that's 4 yellow, 1 white, and a 5th yellow for my wand. And I need 5 hits to kill him outright. Whoa, 2 yellow misses? 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, well, we still got him. But no +1s from extra hits. All right, so that's an immediate death. All right, so second action, let's move. Okay, I'm just going to ignore those. So I'll go in here and loot everything. So I'll need 1 more sun shard, I think it said, for the bonus. And I got a free... That's right, this is immediate. And this time I think I'll actually use it to boost my melee attack. But yeah, my second sun shard. Because I imagine I might have to fight some guys in a second. And my melee's not great. Do I want to make it yellow or add another white? I think I'm going to get a 3rd yellow for the free star I just picked up. Okay, I got 2 more movement. If I move here, I'll immediately see that. And... it says that you treat it as though you had scouted it, and normally when you get an event, you waste the rest of your moves. So the rules aren't as clear on that as I'd like, but I'm going to assume that I lose the rest of my move when I move here. So I'll have to take another action to move. And let's see what it says. Blood from a stone. Okay, so again, it's just a chump guarding a treasure. That's fine. Well, we got an annoying one. Golems. I'll tell you how they work in a second. And it says, disassemble the rubes. A golem advances on you as its metallic voice repeats that phrase. Disassemble the rubes. Okay, hero choice. I can take the golem out at the knees by discarding a melee feat or a melee +1. I have both of those. Or negotiate. Let's take him out. Do I have a... I guess I'll discard the +1 melee token. Like clockwork, you kick the golem real good in the knees. It crashes to the ground. Its head cracks open as a paper flies out of it. No disassemble, it mutters. What's that from? It's from a movie. No disassemble. Is that like Short Circuit or something? I don't know. You pick up the page, which unsurprisingly reads, disassemble the rubes. Okay, so you get to discover items a lot. You get to get them immediately, but then they also permanently go, or not permanently, you can reset everything, but they pretty much permanently go in the mini decks for later. So I'm going to have 285 kick in the knee. And by the way, this icon here, when I archive this quest, it means that I've been mean. And that will sometimes, even in a one-off play, be referenced by other event cards and have other things happen based on whether you're meaner or nicer from the choices you've made. Well, this is actually a really good one. Play as a minion moves into your region, so like a really strong melee minion. Instead, they stop 1 tile away and can't move for the rest of their turn. Yeah, I'm going to save that for like some monster minion that comes later. But for now, I want to try to take this guy out. So, well, I can't take him out. This is what I was going to talk about. So golems have the stone skin ability, which you'll note his starting health is like 4, but it's got this infinity symbol next to it. It's because you can't kill them in one attack. You have to always do the lesser damage and flip them, and then you can kill them on a second attack. So slightly annoying. So third action, I'll move in here. And fourth action, I'll attack him. Although I guess I don't need to. Well, whatever, we'll do it anyway. Although before I do, I want to use Reforge, throw in my Wand of Fire, and hopefully get something that's like melee and range, like I'm doing. Let's see, I got Tommy's Gun. That's just range, but probably better. Ooh, or Weighted Javelins. Okay, those seem like the ones I'm going to go for. This one will prevent 4 damage once. This one lets me Power Surge extra, whatever. This one heals me. Meh. Whoops. Yeah, I threw away a weapon, so I kind of want one. So what's the difference here? So both would give me a plus yellow for range. This one could be plus yellow for melee. After a non-test range roll, so like once per turn when I attack, draw a feat or a spell. I already get a lot of cards. Let's get this one. That seems pretty awesome. All right, so now I'm attacking the guy with 4 yellow. All I need is 2 to flip him. Let's see how that goes. Ooh, nice. So I have 2 left over because I can't kill him outright, remember? So that's going to get me a +1. Oh, sorry. I moved and I did that. Now I have too many cards because I'm about to draw more. Let's go and use this Folded Steel real quick. Play anytime to give a hero a shield, and then I redraw a melee feat. So shields just go on top, and they block 2 damage when you get attacked. Oh, and here we go. Good. This is perfect because I wanted to get rid of cards so I have room to draw back up to 6. Play anytime on any hero. They add +2 +1 tokens, or 2 +1 tokens to any one row on their board. So let's do 2 of the ranged ones. Actually, right now range might be strong enough. Maybe I get a bunch of melee because those can also discard those like rock slides. They're going to be coming more. All right, now I don't think I can pick up the star until this guy's dead, and I can't get the treasure, so that's about it. So we get a level up. We have no waiting events. We get to power up again. Not break a good thing and get 1 of each again. Technically, I could be getting red and green spells as well. Ooh, hunker down. Play anytime on a hero. They gain 1 shield, or if they're at 6 or less life, 2 shields. That's nice. And under armor, so that's 2 defensive things. I like that. Looking back at cards, I just realized I was supposed to throw away a +1 token or a card. Let's say I threw away a +1 token that I had to play that Folded Steel earlier. Okay, so that was my Power Surge. I get to see my new treasure. Ooh, I don't have an armor yet. Reactive armor. Each time you lose hearts from damage, and you didn't lose a shield, you get a shield. That seems pretty good. Now, other than that, I'm just getting 2 coins this turn, which would be 3 stars. So if I also threw this away, it'd be 4 stars. But again, I kind of like that one. So let's keep it for now and just level up 3 stars. All right, so I think I need to boost my melee more, and then maybe change this to a yellow, and then soon I can start building up to reds. All right, now it's Impy Boy's turn. Okay, he's casting spells, no +1s, and he gets a 4. So his free bomb and rock one. Ooh, that's gonna kill the golem. So even better that I just left him there unflipped. And then 4. Okay, so this it's gonna activate its level 2 effect, and he's done. Rumbling Tremor. Find the column with most heroes. Well, that's where I am. Each hero there takes 1, 2, or 4 damage, so 2. +2 if there's a rockfall in that column, which there is. Darn it. Yeah, right there. So that was 4 damage. My shield stops 2. I take 2 more, but that does mean that I will get a shield next time I get hurt, so that's good. And that's happening right now because we're placing a bomb where I am and a rockfall where I am because all the northernmost and southernmost people are me. So bomb first, roll a white. On a 1, it explodes. It doesn't. And bombs like add their damage together if they're all next to each other. Now this one's separated by a wall, so it wouldn't. But like if there was a bomb here and a bomb here and they exploded, both of us would take 4 damage. But yeah, glad the bomb didn't go boom. And a very nice thing, rockfall comes down. I take 2 damage, but the Golem Mason dies. And oh wait, I did flip him. Yeah. Okay, so I just forgot to flip him. So he dies. I'll get his level up later. It still counts as though I killed him. Now I can pick up that treasure. Very nice. And I do take 2 damage down to 5, but I get a shield which blocks 2 damage. So in one way of looking at it, I took no damage. But I think we're probably going to actually see how minions activate this time, because remember, he's got +2 and more dice to roll. That's a 6. And he buys the most expensive one he can, which is, I think they're called Elite, so that's a 5. So he's going to have a +1 left for later. And we're going to summon a Nasty Boy, and he'll immediately activate because the minion phase is happening. Gnome Boom Gun! This is my boomstick, and that's his. And enemies will always spawn as close as they can to the person who is hurt the most, which is clearly me. And they go to the closest spot that has a portal. Ah, there we go, up there. Okay, then activate. So you'd activate, everything is tie broken by northernmost and then easternmost. So if we had multiple enemies, they'd go in that order. But here it's just the gnome. He's got 2 actions, and he's trying to get next to me to do the starred, like, preferred attack, which is, God, 3 red dice. So first he moves, and then he blasts me. He has the evade trait, which means he could move away from me. And he has AoE, which means his area of attack, so he would hit everybody there. Oh, so he would have killed that golem as well. All right, 3 red dice. Not my favorite, although I do have, I have Hunkered Down, which I could use. That's pretty good. Let's see. Oh my god. That was a good roll. Yes, I'm going to use Hunker Down. Says play anytime. They gain 1 shield or 2 if they're below 6, and I'm at 5, so I am. So that would give me 2 more shields. Each shield stops 2. So 3 shields total will stop all 6 damage. And also it sets me up perfectly to have no shield, so I'll benefit from my reactive armor next time I get attacked. And the Dubious Imp didn't defeat me, so he got 0. So he gets 1 star, which gives him a second. So he'll trade him in and get a white here and here. And we're going to read the day 2 entry. No extra bonus, although they'll get bonus stars again next time. You're nothing without that suit, hissed a quiet voice in the back of Coach's mind. They don't even like you, the voice continued. Shut up, Coach shouted into the darkness. The echoing of Coach's shout was answered by running feet. Something had heard her. Well, no, nothing had heard her, because if 3+ heroes spawn a chump, if 5+ spawn, yep, but we don't have either of those, so we don't spawn anybody, and no minions are far away to attack us, so we're cool. All right, so he's getting to me again. I've got 4 actions. Let's go and pick up the treasure, and I can level up immediately. I like that. I think I want to have a chance of killing that gun in 1 good shot. It's not likely, but it's possible. So let's spend the 1 star getting that up to snuff, and I'm going to go ahead and do a range attack. So 4 yellows and a red. Oh, and another yellow. And I do have a bullseye to add 2 damage on an attack, so that'll help. That cannon guy's got 8 life, so that doesn't seem like it's going to do it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh. So yeah, bullseye. Players, anyone would take damage, they take 2 more, so that's 8. So nice, he's dead. All right, so now I want to head over here-ish. I could go up there and get the last star shard I need for the bonus and a 1. I don't want to approach from this way because, yeah, I mean, I would immediately reveal both of these. And that one, like, start the final battle. I haven't looked at what it is yet, but I assume they'll probably, like, spawn a level 3 enemy and it'll be really tough. So the way it's going to level me up less, but is probably smarter, is to, like, go here, rotate that, see what that is, and try to start killing them a little bit. I mean, there's so many options to level up, but okay. So I'm going to spend my second action of 4 to go to here. I could discard a card or spend a +1 to rotate this. So this is a Jailer's Dojo. It lets you either level up your special ability. For me, every time I power surge, which remember I do at each level up stage, you draw 2 cards for free. I would also get a +1. And there's a star there, and there's a treasure there. But I'd have to discard a card or a +1 token to rotate it. I'd have to move in there and then back. Ooh, actually, no, that wouldn't really work. Yeah, I'm just worrying, and then I'd still have to, like, rotate this, and then, like, I'd lose the move. I mean, I've pretty much got all the items I need, so I don't necessarily care a lot. Yeah, I'm more worried about time and the boss leveling up. Okay, so I have 2 actions left. I'm going to discard something to rotate this. I'll discard one of my +1 melee tokens instead of a card. We're going to go breep, and then immediately we see this one. Okay, it's a level 2 enemy and a treasure. It's another golem. So he makes rocks fall as well. 4 to flip him. Yeah, he's tough. You find an ancient tome laying open. The book describes an eager young mind enthralled by ancient texts. Their captivation is interrupted as the door blows open and a group of bandits burst in. Ugh, you shut the book as it all turns violent. Just then, the door blows open. Oh, this worked out pretty well. Discard 2 +1 tokens as you fear the prophetic text will be accurate. I just spent 1, so I only have 1 left, so that was Could have been worse. And there's another one that gets flipped and just goes back to the quest pool, so it's reusable. Although without spoiling anything, it does look like the second time you draw this card, you are going to archive it. And then, like, if you ever play through so many quests that you archive all the tons of cards, then they just say to, like, reset all of them. But they want you to go through them first to have some variety. All right. So I got 2 actions left. I guess I'm just going to run in and smack this guy, right? Let's go 3rd action and 4th action to attack. All right, so I need to do 4, and I've got 4 yellows, but if I just will get 3... Oh, no, I have 5 yellows because of the javelin. Now, if I only get 4 or 3 hits, I can use Fuel for the Fire, discard a card to get a +1. But with 5 yellows on average, I'll be fine. Let's see. Okay, so we flip him, but don't get any +1s. Let's see, is he still going to have Rockfall? Yeah, he does. But only 2 yellow dice instead of 2 yellow and a white. So really, it's not that much better than it was. All right, so now we do the level up phase. Again, let's do 1 of each. Hold the line. Play anytime on any hero. Ooh, they get a shield for each enemy in their region. It's good for... Oh, but I got to discard something for it. Piercing Arrow. Yikes. Need to discard 2 cards or +1 tokens. Play as any attack damages your enemy. Deal 5 damage to each other enemy in their region. That seems way better in multiplayer, where there's going to be a ton of enemies in one place, but that's okay. All right, now let's see what my treasure is. Sacks of Cash. As your level up step ends, gain 2 +1 tokens on any one row. Oh, and I can hold another one because the horse doesn't actually stop me. I'm keeping that. That's great. Especially because I'm going to get that bonus in a second. All right, and I have 3 coins, so 4 again. Should I get extra actions? I mean, I feel like my action economy is kind of like right where it needs to be. I just need to hit harder. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then my level up stage ends, so let's keep things somewhat balanced. And there we go. Between the dice and my javelin, I feel like I'm going to be okay. Of course, who knows, because Impy over here is getting stronger and stronger. He's going to cast some spells. All right, so no +1s for this one. Okay, only 4, not too bad. White dice can be pretty swingy, so we got his always on one. Tick-tock, it's 2, so we still got 2 to spend. So if it's too expensive, this gets discarded, but since he had 2 left, he's going to get +2 for next time. All right, and then Tick-tock. Place 1 bomb on the most north hero and 1 bomb on 1 tile adjacent, preferring north, then east, and south, and west. Now, it is a lot of bombs, but the silver lining about it... Oh, wait a second. That's right. This one has a special thing. Anytime a bomb is placed here, it always triggers an explosion. We don't have to roll for it. Now, this is both good and bad because that's 4 damage since they're adjacent. I'm going to take it, but so is he. Now, all bombs on the entire board are removed. So he's dead, never gets to hit me. I like that. But I take 4 damage and get a shield, and I'm very, very nearly dead. I'm probably going to be dead because first he puts a bomb on me. Now, if this one explodes, the rock fall will finish me off, and it does. So that took away my shield. Yes, and rocks fall on my head to deal 2 damage. Let's try the under armor. Roll a red and a yellow and then draw a replacement feeder. You have to do a +1 range token or discard a card. Oh, darn it. Could have used hold the line while the guy was on me. That's okay. I'm going to discard Piercing Arrow because, again, I don't think... Well, unless maybe the final boss card might spawn multiple people. But I already have the Bouncing Bullets that does almost the exact same thing. So yeah, let's get rid of this one. To power this, I'm rolling a red and a white, reducing my damage by that much, but I got to get rid of all 2 of it from the rock falling or I die anyway. Slightly better odds than like 50-50. Oh, awesome. Okay, so I did not take any damage. Which means I'm stuck at 1, but he's about to spawn somebody and kill me anyway. Oh, God, I just realized I probably should have gotten more actions because... Ooh, when you die, you go all the way back to the base camp? I'm going to have to run all the way to the other corner of the map again. Oh, no. Yeah, kind of a strategic miscalculation on my part. I'm rolling all these dice and a +1. Okay, so we got 4 and 5. Exactly enough for a level 2. Okay, it's a gnome. Boom gun. Darn it. Darn it. I just realized if it had been a melee guy, I could have used, not this one. Which one is it? Kick in the groin, a kick in the knee to stop him from actually attacking me. But this guy's going to shoot me from far away and I will die. And not much point in rolling it because 3 dice, red dice cannot miss. So, yes, that is at least 1 damage. I am defeated, and with solo, I immediately spawn back instead of like being taken off the board for any amount of time. Oh, could I have gotten that? No, because he got killed by the bomb, so I never actually like had a turn by myself there. Now, that is going to get him 3 coins, so he'll get a heart bonus. 2 more of those and I lose. And he'll get 3 stars this time as we go to day 3. Now, the good thing is, though, that, yes, he would have spent 2 extra stars if I had never died. So, really, the only negative here is that he got +5 health, getting closer to winning, because he would have gotten 3 stars regardless, is what I'm saying. Oh, let's not forget, that guy attacked, but he still has... Oh, he can reach me. Okay, so yeah, he goes right there. Oh, and crud. No, wait. He can't reach me. So never mind. He doesn't move at all because he can't actually track a line to me. Okay, so 3 stars. He gets 1 there and another white and white. So now, if he levels up again, he'll actually start upgrading. Let's read the day 3. Oh, crud, that guy's going to attack me, isn't he? Yeah, through the infinitely twisting corridors, Coach pressed on at the head of the group. She was trying to repair the machine as best she could, but it was tricky business. She imagined being helpless, forced to walk and unable to fight. She would be nothing but a burden on all of her friends. Were they even her friends, though? Okay, so this time, he will teleport to my tile and do 2 damage to me. The tank, I mean. So I go back up to my full 14, and I go down to 12, but hey, I get a shield. So, something good. Now, I just realized I don't even need to kill this guy. It said I need to have all the level 3 enemies dead to win the scenario. Should I anyway? I mean, I think I'll go this way to avoid the rocks I left, get those, and then run up to here, and I can spawn the last dudes. So 2 actions would get me there. If I went here and saw them, that would be a 3rd action. So if I kill the tank, well, first of all, I have to get lucky and kill him in 1 hit. But if I try to kill him, then I won't be able to, shoot at whoever comes out here. So yeah, I'm going to ignore the tank. I'm going to go 1. I can't. Shoot, I can't twist that because it's not nearby me. Thought I could get... darn it. Okay. So then this is going to take longer. I'm going to have to go... Oh my gosh, this is going to take so many things. Ooh, this one's better. I'll go 1 here. No, I can't rotate that either because it's not nearby. I'm assuming that I kind of left myself a poor path to get out of here. So 1, 2, and I'll discard 1 of my +1 tokens. Oh, no, can I not? How do I get... Yeah, I have to rotate my own places. So I have to go here for first, then use a +1 token to do... No, this can't. Wait, am I locked out? So as it stands, it's literally impossible for me to get out of here because it says I have to be nearby a tile to change it. I'm not sure if that was their intent, that you couldn't change ones you couldn't see. So we're going to not do that because that's stupid. Just save it suddenly I'm able to rotate ones that I'm next to but don't actually have a path to. The reason being, just to explain more, is that none of these that I can actually move to can rotate to get to the stuff that I left behind. So in teleporting back to the beginning, I'm now locked out completely, if I'm understanding the rules correctly. So yeah, we're just going to not worry about that. So that was 1, 2, 3. Grab those. That's my last one I needed of those. Then second action, 1, 2, 3. I'll get another coin. This shard doesn't matter. And then a bit of a waste, but I'll go here and immediately see this, the last event. This is a final event for every quest mission. Read the final battle, so it's going to vary based on the quest. They were close now. Coach could feel it in her bones, but upon rounding the next corner, that hope turned to fear. They weren't out of the woods yet, and it looked like the only way out was through the beast which lie ahead. Okay, a treasure and a level 3 boss mini, which, again, if we just kill that, I think we win. In the scouted region. Oh, and if I'm just 1 hero, he spawns as wounded. Yay! Which means potentially I could kill him. Oh my gosh, or maybe not. 8 damage? Oh, come on. Come on, we can make that happen. Okay, 8. I can do a range attack. I have 1 action left. I don't have anything to help me do more. Okay, we just gotta roll well. Take the chance. I mean, on average, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. I could use my fuel for the fire to get a 7th. Yeah, but that'll be it. Yeah, none of my other things help me out. Well, still, we gotta take the chance, right? Because we literally win the mission if I roll well here. Come on! That doesn't look like it's good enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, even if I use the ability, I don't think there's any way for me... Oh, wait, did I? Yes, I did. I did add in the yellow for my javelin. Okay, yep. So, hey, good thing, though. We do have 3 +1s for next time, at least. But, that sucks. We're going to kill him and win. Okay, so leveling up. Yeah, let's get 1 of each. It's Inspired Strike and Keen Eye. Gives me +1s. Makes +1s bad. That one's pretty weak in solo, which is often the case. What did I get? 4? So 6 stars. Wow. And I don't think I'll die this turn. I mean, I guess anything's possible, but I hope/think I won't. So let's just like level up our attacks a ton. So 6, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I guess. So I'm just about at maximum effort here. And bags of cash is getting me 2 plus. Maybe I'll spread them out a bit more. I don't know. If you go over your max of 4 tokens, you can like replace them if you want to. All right, we're about to go to day 4. We got to survive a lot of stuff. So rolling magic first. He's got 2 +1s waiting. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ouch. This could be a lot. So 0, 3, 4 left. 1, 3 left. 4. Okay, so he's got 3 +1s, but I don't think he'll get the chance to ever spend them. I think we're going to win next turn. So that was pretty great. Hit the deck. All bombs explode. We don't have any. Minions are immune. If there were no bombs, place one in the lead. Okay, so we might get 1 bomb on us, which clearly would be totally not enough to kill that guy, but it didn't explode yet. Might explode later. Okay, then Murder Death Trap. Find up to 2 heroes who have the least hearts. That's me. They each take 1 damage for each rockfall on the map. I wish I destroyed the rockfalls. There are currently 3 of them, so that'll be 1 after my shield. And then finally, he's putting a bomb on me and dropping a rockfall. Now let's hope the bombs don't explode. Yay! But the rocks, they do be a fallen. That's 2 damage, but I get another shield. This got to not die now. All right, next he's going to spawn. Please roll low. Oh, that was pretty good. Still, though, it's 5. It's enough for level 2. But all I got to do is kill the level 3, and I think I win immediately. Let's see what we got. Another golem, another melee. Okay. Oh, there's a spawn spot right on me. Hi. Okay, now minions activate. So it's furthest north and furthest east. So this guy's first. He tries to run in and then drop a rock on me. Well, what's that, buddy? What's that? You got kicked in the knee? Yeah, you did. I'll use a +1 to pay for that. Plays a mini moves into your region and said they stop 1 tile away, which means also he drops a rock at the end of his turn, but he's going to not hurt anybody with it. That was definitely good. But number 2 is going to smack me for 4 yellow. All right. 4 even. I've got 1 shield. Let's go ahead and do hold the line. Get 1 shield for each enemy or region, whatever. So that'll just stop all the damage. I'm still at 9. And then the friend we left behind, 1, 2, 3. He's following the path I took, 1, 2, 3. But yeah, he only has 2 actions, so he can't actually shoot me. So I think we're going to be good to go. He levels up again. These become yellow. Unless, I don't know, going to day 4, like, kills us? The rest of the party struggled to catch up. Coach pressed on, using the special supplies gathered from their defeated foes. Coach had finally patched up the leaking hydraulics, but how long would the fix hold? They needed a safe space to make camp. Oh, we take 5 damage! He's moved with 4 and a shield. Thank God for that reactive armor. Oh, spawn a chump. Okay. And then for each minion who cannot... Okay, so he's not going to attack yet. And that goes back to round 3. Okay, so we just keep on repeating that. Yeah, you know what? We got this in the bag, I think, because... Hey, what's up, doggy? Nothing's stopping me from shooting that guy with my bow. You know, before I do, let's go and do this. Keen Eye. I gain plus range +1 tokens for every enemy in my view. I have like 1 billion, so we'll just say that I go up to the max of 4. And then, yeah, we're attacking. So I've got 5 red, 1 yellow, and 4... Yeah, it's literally impossible for me to not kill this guy. So that's not... Oh, I didn't even roll the yellow. What am I doing? Oh, that was a good roll, too. Darn it. Did a red fall out? What is going on? Oh, still a good roll. 6, 8, 9, 10, 14. Geez, I could have almost one-shotted a level 3. And yeah, just double check. Yep, there are no boss minions on the map. We win immediately. So here we go, some conclusion text. Read here if the heroes won. They emerged through the secret door into a wide and brightly lit corridor. Finally, the walls were straight and the floor wasn't tilting at a sickening angle. Coach looked at her repaired suit with pride. She had gotten them through that twisting labyrinth using her own wits while repairing her broken suit. Dang Skippy, Coach said, smiling as she hopped out of her suit and the order began to make camp. Now, who's going to help me make some improvements on this hunk of junk? And this is cool. If you want to stop watching, I'm going to show like some some spoilery kind of things. I'm going to unlock a card, pedal to the metal, and then I'm going to look at 4 other mini cards. Ooh, and if we won with 3 or more sun shards, we get to unlock all of them. So we're going to see these things. So again, look away if you don't want to see these. So for those who are still here, First of all, this is an alternate starting card, so if I didn't want to have the, what was it, like the, oh, there it is, bouncing bullets, then I could instead have code start with pedal to the metal. Play after a hero's action roll. They add +1 to the roll for each card currently in their hand. Then they pay 2. Ooh. You saw that I almost always had like 6/5 cards. That's pretty nice. And then what are all of these? There's looks like one of each like main type. So terrible price. Make this again. I'm getting all 4 because I did well. So there's a spell. It works the same as for the enemies. Like you spend this many successes to get varying effects. Make an attack in a nearby region for 5, 8, or 12 damage. Ooh, but then you give the villain a +1 magic token. That's pretty cool. Burning Appetite. Cast during an elemental's turn. These are like summoning units you can do. Gains +1 action and can remove bombs in his tile for free. It gains 1 heart per bomb removed. That's pretty neat, although kind of niche. Linebacker. Play during anyone's turn. This turn, they gain +1 action and may freely push anyone in their tile to an adjacent one. That's fun. That's really good. And it doesn't even cost anything. Okay, and then Hip Shot. Play as an enemy moves into your region. They must first take 5 damage. Oh my gosh. So between that and the kick to the knee, this was a fun little mission of unlockables. So that was, again, a side mission of Valor and Villainy, Lludwik's Labyrinth. I think Steve will be doing a streamed campaign of the whole thing if you want to see more of the game. And I'm going to finish up the campaign. I'm about halfway through now that I have the physical copy. And I'm going to do a review once I'm all done. So have a great time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next stop.